The comeback, by definition, is to return to a former position or condition of success. We know the great ones in sports. LeBron's Cavs down 3-1. Brady's Patriots down 28-3. Boston Red Sox down 3-0 to the Yankees. But what about a comeback not in a game, but from an unwashable stain of one of the most embarrassing losses in sports history ever? To lose to a 16 seed.
Yeah, that was rock bottom for us individually, for this program, for Coach Bennett and his staff, and just to read all the things that everybody was saying about Coach Bennett, that really hurt a lot.
From a basketball standpoint, that was such a pivotal moment and devastating in so many ways and humbling that I knew we had to be there for each other in ways that we never would have had that not happened. So it was about sitting together, talking, and just working through stuff and battling through it.
But instead of repressing the memory, Coach Bennett's team embraced it, and the comeback began.
Our UMBC game, I watched the highlights of that game and the film. Part of being a student of the game, you have to learn. No matter how painful it is, you have to learn from your mistakes.
And sports is one of the greatest classrooms that I can think of, and adversity is maybe the greatest teacher, even though it's not enjoyable.
We consulted a sports psychologist to talk about how damaging this loss could have been and how this team was able to overcome it.
They dealt with it head on, and they just didn't, deny it and tuck it away as if it didn't happen. It's called taking a growth perspective and a learning opportunity. So I talk a lot with athletes after their competitions. If they didn't have a great competition, what did you learn from that competition? How can it make you a better athlete? What do you need to work on?
The UMBC loss wasn't a stain, it was a screensaver on Kyle Guy's phone. Literally.
So I just did it as inspiration. Motivation's kind of short-term, inspiration's long-term, so that's always going to inspire me. I just think it was a life-changing moment on and off the court, and I didn't want to forget it. It's part of our journey. It's not the whole story. It's just a chapter in it. We're going to continue to try to change the narrative.
UVA is in uncharted territory. They're the first team in NCAA history to lose to a 16 seed, and now the first to also follow that heartbreak with a Final Four berth. Resilient? Absolutely. Champions? We'll see. And in the meantime, stick with Sports Pulse, your heartbeat to what's trending in sports.